Hi, my name is Lorraine Conrad, and I am the owner and founder of Hair Addictions. Today we are going to show you our eyelash extensions and show you how to apply. First, we have our product here, and this is just some of the main product that I use. I have my eyelash extensions, the flares. I have my scissor to cut my tape with. I also have a spoolie mascara wand. I've got 2 sets of tweezers. I have my little jade stone to put my product on, my remover, and my eyelash glue. And we're going to get started so we can kind of show you how to do this very quickly. I usually charge my clients between $35 and $45 to do a full set, and they will last you about 2 to 3 weeks on the eyelashes. Once you get going on this, you can do this very, very quickly. Alright, so I'm just going to show you about how much glue we need. I'm going to take my glue, and I'm just going to put a dab on my jade stone like that. I usually don't start out with a ton of glue because I don't want to make a mess. And also, the tape you can use to tape the lower lids, but it's not necessary. Most of the time, I tell my clients to keep their eyes open and look down, and I don't use any tape. So I won't be using that today, but you can use it to put down your lower lashes, and that way they don't stick to the upper if you're going to have them keep their eyes closed. Okay, so we are going to get started on her eyelashes. And we're just going to do the upper lids, and I'm just going to do one eye so you can see the difference. So what I usually do is I ask my client to look down, but keep their eyes open, okay? There is no formaldehyde in the product, so you're not going to have a problem with their eyes burning. If you do have a client who feels like they have to move around their eyelashes or that they have to blink, just tell them to blink and then open up their eyes again when need be. But I usually don't use tape to close the bottom lids. I just don't think it's really necessary. So what I usually do on the eyelashes, and it really does not matter where you start, just kind of want to drag it up some of those eyelashes. And you don't have to do this to all of them. But I do like doing it on most so that way it really sets. I also have 2 sets of eyelash tweezers, and the reason why I have 2 is one will be for clamping them together, and then the other one is for actually doing the lashes like I'm doing now. And you could see that she's pretty still here, and she doesn't really blink, but if she needs to blink, it is okay. If I have a client who is a really big blinker, I will tell them, okay, I'm just going to close off your bottom lids with the tape and just keep your eyes closed. If you are doing that, you want to make sure that you secure all the lashes on the bottom with the tape and they're not showing at all. If they are, when they close their eyes, the glue on the tape or on the eyelashes will go on the bottom lids. So, and then you have to get that off, which is kind of a pain. You can see how fast this is going through. Again, it just depends on what your market is. I usually will charge for something like this $35 to $45 for a set, and I can get them done very quickly. I've been doing them for a while, and they're very easy to apply. So $35 to $45. I usually book out about 30 minutes for a full set. If they're getting fills, I charge $20. And I usually block out about 15 minutes for a fill. If they're getting fills in between their time, that is okay. Just a few here and there. If you're needing to do a full set, make sure you block out 30 minutes for removal. All right, so again, I'm just kind of filling in the little spots here and there. And sometimes from your eyes being open, you will tear a little bit. So if that's the case, I do have little cotton swabs in the kit, and just kind of dab it just a little bit. It's not burning, it's just basically from keeping their eyes open. And I always tell them, if you feel like you need to shut your eyes, or you feel like they're burning from keeping them open too long, just close them for a minute and then reopen. And when they reopen, just make sure you ask them, does anything feel like it's sticking? If anything feels like it's sticking from closing their eyes, what I usually do is I take my fingers and just kind of pull to make sure that nothing is sticking. Okay, so I have quite a few on here already. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go up and just kind of secure them. The other thing you can do is with the tweezers, you can take your tweezers in between the two pieces with the eyelashes and just kind of press them together. That's all you're doing, just kind of press them together. Okay. You can close your eyes for just a second. Give her a little break here. And then we're going to start again. And again, we're just going to take that eyelash and kind of run it up through to make sure some of that other glue is on the actual lash. It kind of just secures it a little bit better like that. And I'm just going to kind of fill in the spots here and there. Some of them I already have glue from the other eyelashes, so I won't have to do it with all of them. But you just want to make sure you get enough security. I usually also tell my clients when their first time, when they ask me how long this is going to last on them, first time people getting eyelashes, they're used to rubbing their eyes in the morning and washing their face and all that good stuff. I tell them until they kind of get used to their eyelashes that they might only get a week and a half to 2 weeks out of it until they kind of get used to not messing with their eyelids at all. Once they kind of do that, they can get a good 3 weeks out of it as long as they're being careful. And they also tell me how to care for them. They ask me how to care for them, and what I tell them is pretend like they do not exist. We have customer care pamphlets that are in on the kits, and you can definitely give those to each one of the clients so that way they know how to care for them. But I tell them don't rub. They don't need mascara. As you can see, there's quite a bit of eyelashes on here. So you really don't need mascara. If you put mascara, you can do that, but it's not necessary, and they will last longer if you are not putting mascara on. Okay, so as you can see, I'm pretty much done here. Let me just go through again, and I'm just going to press. And also, you can do this with your finger. A lot of times I'll put my finger on the back end, and I just kind of press up with the back of my tweezer. Okay? Or you can go through, and I always have them kind of look down so they're not looking straight at the tool, because sometimes that makes them a little nervous. Alright, so I'm just going to put one more on the back end over here. This is usually where people like a lot of eyelashes. Maybe I'm going to try to put one more on there also. Give it one more and kind of drag it up. This is the area you have to be a little careful on because they don't have a lot of eyelashes over here. So I like to put a few extra ones on so that way it really secures it. Because if they're going to lose them first, it's usually going to be right around here versus over here where there's more eyelashes. Okay, and if you look at that, she can open up her eye and look up. You can kind of see how pretty that looks. They're all covered. And you can see that didn't take me very long, under 10 minutes to do one eye. So if I was to do the other eye, you would have under 20 minutes for a full set once you get going and you're a little faster, but no more than 30 minutes for a complete set. And there we go. That is our Hair Addictions Eyelash Extension Flares.